you got to be happy with every league win, and it's a positive that we're learning after a win. But I think our kids know that we got to play better overall than that if we're gonna have success and contend for this league. We just and yet I think a lot of it has to give Northridge credit. I mean, they gave us problems. They just really got it spread out, and we had trouble guarding the bounce. McLemore and Daniel are just very aggressive when they get the ball, and we just didn't have a lot of answers for them. And then defensively, they really pressure you and make you make decisions. And we had 19 turnovers. Like at a half, we had 9 turnovers, and 7 of them were from just pass and catch. And those are things, they sped us up a little bit that way too. So, I thought we played hard and did a pretty good job. Again, when we could get stops and control them and be able to make simple plays on the offensive end, but that was easier said than done because they force you to, it's tough to guard, and they force you into making a lot of decisions with the ball. I mean, that was how we played last weekend. I mean, we had 8 stops out of 10 possessions. We're dialed in defensively, and then we were able to score off of our defense, and that's how this team has to be able to produce. We went zone a couple possessions, and I don't know that the zone was any good, but it just kind of changed the flow just enough. They hit a 3 off of it, but it started, slowing them down just enough to get us going a little bit, and that got our offense going to be able to get out and go. It's not a coincidence that we're 3-0 since Larry got back. Larry's very, like I told him, everybody has a role on this basketball team, and you have to, you have to just, do your job, and but we're very vulnerable. I said that from day one. There's not a lot of room for error here. Cass strained his quad a little bit, or was cramping. We couldn't figure out which one, and he's coming in and out, and we're a different team without him, and we're a different team without Larry and TJ and Gene and Cass, Tristan, Edis. Having Edis back healthy is helping. So, but Larry he's an experience. He's a catalyst. I think he was, I believe, 1 for 8 on the trip last week from 3, and Cass is a flow player, and he got in a great flow today. And again, people have been playing. They played off of him last weekend too, and he's going to have to hit some jump shots, because people are trying to keep him out of the lane because he creates so much for us that way. And when his first one went, I knew that about ready to get him going, and that's the key for pretty much every player. McLemore gets first basket, and now he's off and going. Daniel got the putback, and he's up and going. And it was a game where nobody really got anybody out of the flow. And then we'll probably go over there, and it'll be a 52-51 game. You just never, the same 2 teams. It's just every game is run out a little different, and Cass controlled this one on the offensive end. I don't feel any relief. It's 3 wins. We also started off 2 years ago with these same guys 6-0 and didn't win it. So we keep reminding them of that. It doesn't. It's a base of 16 games, and as we said, we felt like we didn't play as good as we need to today. But just like we tell them when somebody scores on you, you got to go to the next possession. We got to go to the next game. And we know 3 wins isn't going to win this league. We need to just keep focused on what we're doing. And there's, I think when you get relieved to something, that's when you get into trouble. And we're not relieved that we're 3-0. We're not satisfied. We just got to keep plugging along.